Laura Camp was always one of our favorite teachers here at St. Stephen's. She was enthusiastic, she came into class prepared, she would give the most interesting lecture.
My aunt had her, so I heard a lot about her before I came to St. Stephen's. And on the first day of class, I noticed that she talked about all the presidents like she knew them on a personal basis. So that made history very interesting.
I will miss you, and I will always remember what I've learned in junior history.
It's rare when you find a history teacher that is as funny and as lively as Miss Camp, and I know that St. Stephen's will miss her dearly. I have thoroughly enjoyed having her as a history teacher this year, and I wish her all the best afterwards.
Your class was a lot of fun. I had lots of fun with it, asking random questions. I don't know, I'm just so glad I'm leaving for college because I don't know how I would be able to cope on campus with the lack of Miss Camp.
Laura, I'm really going to miss you because you and I are the first ones who get here every day before it's light. We start the day. I love your sense of humor. I love your perspective on life. And I'm going to really miss sharing our carol space and being here with you on campus. I hope you have a wonderful retirement.
When I go to the Crossroads to study before school, she always stops by my table and asks me how I'm doing, and it's fun to reminisce on History 11 and all the great things going on between us, and we'll miss her, and she's been a great person at the school.
Miss Camp really teaches with a lot of passion, and she really cares about all her students.
Every day she'd go, and now I'm about to sneeze, but she never sneezed. Just never understood it, but it made me laugh every day when she did it.
I definitely feel that I learned a lot more in her class than I have about history, probably in any other class I've ever taken in my life.
We're all going to miss her next year and the years coming because she's really an asset to the St. Stephen's, and she's such a great history teacher and really great advisor. She's always there for us when we need to talk to her, and she always helps us with really great decisions, like for classes next year. And if we are ever having problems in school, she's always there for us to talk to.
But I knew she had a real sensitive side when it was the end of my junior year and I'm walking up to graduation. And lo and behold, there's Miss Camp out front and goes, "Come here." I'm like, oh no, I had just taken the history final and I wasn't at the top of the class. And so I walk over and she calls me over and says, "You're gonna graduate." And I said, "Well, I'm not graduating this year." And she goes, "No, next year, because you passed my final and passed history and you don't have to take it again as a senior." So I knew then she had a sensitive side and a good sense of humor. So as a colleague, she's been great. She's been nicer to me as a colleague than as a student. So we'll miss her, and we thank her for everything as a student and as a colleague. So good luck.
I want to tell you how much I've loved knowing you over the years and how much I think of you. You're brilliant, you're funny, you're talented, gorgeous. You're the total package. And I hope to see you forever. Bye.
The relationship that Miss Camp has with technology was always a funny one, between her calling the projector the Beast and trying to get that to work, from opening iTunes and not realizing who Rihanna was, just always made class fun. Her insisting on being the only one with a clamshell phone, or a flip phone, what we call it, just always made class fun. And anytime you had a mix of technology and Miss Camp, you were bound to have a good time.
I'm gonna miss you, Gadget Girl. Hyde Park Fries, see you there.
After being yelled at numerous times for doodling in class, I was finally congratulated on completing the state of Texas accurately. You have a good one, Miss Camp.